Let's be real. If you live in Fort Bend County, or maybe you just need to look into someone who does, navigating the legal maze for nearly a million residents can feel, well, completely daunting. But here is the absolute best-kept secret. It doesn't have to cost you a single dime. Welcome to The Explainer. So I gotta ask, why on earth are people still paying for public court records? It is incredibly frustrating to see folks getting scammed by these third-party websites that charge totally unnecessary fees for public data. They make it look like they have some sort of VIP exclusive access to these documents, but honestly, they really don't. The reality is, Fort Bend County actually offers all these records online for totally free. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to find them. And what's really a game changer here is that since February 15th, 2024, the county completely upgraded its system. Now most documents are viewable online instantly without you even needing to jump through hoops like registering for an account or logging into a portal. Here is our roadmap for today. 1. Why search court records? 2. Types of Fort Bend records. 3. A step-by-step search guide. 4. Finding marriage and divorce records. 5. Common mistakes and solutions. And finally, 6. Legal and privacy considerations. Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1, why search court records? Really, it's about empowering yourself. You might be verifying family connections, diving into some genealogy, checking up on a local legal matter, or even looking into property issues. Having this information literally at your fingertips empowers you to make informed decisions, all without ever having to drive down to the courthouse. Moving right along to Section 2. Types of Fort Bend records. You might be wondering what's actually available. The sheer volume of officially maintained information that's now accessible to the public is pretty staggering. You can freely access civil cases, criminal records like misdemeanors and felonies, probate and wills, family law, property, and even historical cases. But here's a curveball that trips a lot of people up. Birth and death certificates are not public record online. For those, you actually have to contact the Records Division or check the county webpage for specific application instructions. Section 3, Step-by-Step Search Guide. I am about to take you by the hand through a realistic visual search process so you never get lost on the county website. Before we get into the actual website interface, here's the high-level 4-step process. 1. Go to the official Fort Bend website. 2. Select your case type. 3. Enter your search details. And 4. Click the specific case to view the Register of Actions, which is basically just a chronological log of everything that happened in the case. It really is that simple. Let's see how this actually plays out. First things first, you'll start at fortbendcountytx.gov. Right there on the homepage, under the Services or your County tabs, you are going to want to look for and select County Records Research. That is your starting line. Once you click that, it takes you to a page listing a bunch of different databases. You'll want to select Civil Court from the court records list. Doing this ensures you're actually searching in the right place and helps you avoid getting your results all tangled up with things like Commissioner's Court or misdemeanor bonds. That click will eventually bring you to a search form where you can plug in criteria like case number, party name, attorney, or date filed, and then just hit search. Now, the absolute crucial point here is this. If you don't have the exact case number, do not worry. Leaving some fields blank and just using a party name can give you broader, really helpful results to sift through. And this brilliantly illustrates how uniform the whole system is. If you go back and choose the probate section instead of civil, you'll see the interface is practically identical. You use the exact same party name or case number search to find wills, guardianships, and trusts. Once you hit search on any of these, you just click the blue case number to view that Register of Actions and see the scanned documents. Moving along to Section 4, Finding Marriage and Divorce Records. This right here is exactly where most beginners get hopelessly lost in the local bureaucracy. Okay, here is the most crucial nuance you absolutely need to understand. In Fort Bend County, the county clerk handles marriage records and licenses at 301 Jackson Street, but the district clerk manages divorce decrees and related filings over at 1422 Eugene Hyman Circle. They are two completely different offices. If you show up at the county clerk looking for a divorce decree, you are looking in the wrong place. I highly encourage you to pause this explainer right now and snap a screenshot of this incredibly valuable table. It summarizes exactly what it costs and where to go. Viewing civil, criminal, and probate cases online is absolutely free. But if you need certified, printed copies, say a legal marriage certificate for a passport application, you will have to pay small printing or certification fees, and that processing typically takes about 7 to 10 business days. Section 5. Common mistakes and solutions. I want to anticipate the hurdles you might run into while searching, just to ensure you don't throw your hands up and give up at the first roadblock. So what happens if your search returns no record found? Honestly, this is easily the most common and frustrating error users run into when utilizing the public portal. If this happens, take a breath, don't panic. First, check alternate spellings. Try throwing in middle initials or use maiden names. Second, double-check that the event actually happened in Fort Bend, because records filed in other counties won't show up here. And finally, keep the archival gap in mind. Older historical cases just might not be digitized yet. If you're doing deep genealogy, you might actually need an in-person trip to the George Memorial Library's local history archives to look at physical microfilm. Section 6. Legal and privacy considerations. It is incredibly important to understand the responsible use of these powerful online tools. The county makes this crystal clear, stating directly, publicly accessible means that records are available for review by anyone, but sensitive information such as social security numbers, financial account details, and certain juvenile case data is redacted. This is a vital disclaimer. Civic transparency is an incredibly powerful thing, but it is always carefully balanced with personal privacy protections. And that brings us to the end of our guide. With such powerful transparency literally at your fingertips and the ability to search hundreds of thousands of documents from your own couch for free, whose local history will you uncover first? Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and happy searching.